Welcome back, everybody. It's the 5 by 5 late night, and we're back. And surprisingly, or I guess not surprisingly, this is our last late night show for the year. Um, well, I guess the New Year starts on what, Wednesday, so we'll probably have another one on Thursday. But for right now, this is the last one for the year of 2013, and it's been a really, really good year, bad year, and some somewhere in between year, if that makes sense. But thank you guys for joining me tonight. I wasn't going to do anything because I thought I'd be a little bit more tired than what I am right now. I actually have a little bit more energy than I was expecting because yesterday my coworker begged me to do a favor for him. So after I went in at 2, and I work 2 to 12. If I went at, well, 2 to 3 to 12, depends on if there's an appointment. But anyhow, that's beside the point. I work 12 o'clock, and he's asked me if I could work his midnight shift for him. And I was like, ugh, do I really want to do it? And this is one of the few coworkers that I actually get along with, that I like, that actually does this job. Uh, but so I said yes because I'm a good person. Unlike what everybody else thinks about me, I am a nice person. And so I said yes. So I worked from 2 to 12. Then the second part of the shift was, well, the next shift was 12 to 7. So I worked 16 hours straight, and then I had to be back in work yesterday because today's a new day. Yesterday at 3, and I worked to 12 tonight. So I got off like 40 minutes ago. So I'm like, wow, that that's a lot of. Well, how many hours is that? That's 9 and 9 is 18 plus 7. That's 25 hours in what? In the span of 32 hours or something like that. And so I was like, oh, but I did it. And then somebody wanted me to work tonight. And I just like, no, I can't. I want to sleep in my bed. I want to be home. Plus, I have stuff that I need to do in the morning. So, and it gets boring. Working a third shift, it is relatively easy, but it is kind of boring. What's up, High Five Radio? What's going on tonight? Happy New Year to you. Thank you for joining me in the chat room. I'm just kind of hanging out. Just going to talk about some few things tonight, not anything major. Like I said, this is the last show of the year, so thank you for joining me. We need to get together. And I know we had talked a couple times on Skype, but we need to get together and work out a schedule to do what we were talking about. Anyhow, um, what was I say? So I did that, and I was so happy to get out of there. Where it's so funny because there's one particular coworker that I absolutely, not that I can't stand him. It's just like we just don't get along. We don't. I don't like talking to him. I don't like being around him because he talks a lot of bull. And actually, last Monday, no, Friday, um, we were. Makes stupid comments, and I'm the kind of guy that I'm gonna call you on your bullshit. If you say something crazy that I don't particularly agree with, and I think is, and I know you're wrong, don't open that door because I'm going to walk right through it. And so he he opened the door, and I walked through it, and he didn't like what I had to say, and I'm like, well, you're a liar, and I don't like calling people liars. Growing up, I was always told never call anybody a liar. It's so rude. But he tried me, and so because you were lying, and you were lying, like, thing is, when people lie to me, I feel like they're insulting my intelligence. Don't insult my intelligence, because at my job, I'm very good at what I do. And that's not me being pretentious. That's not me being conceited. That's not even me being arrogant. I'm just extremely confident, especially that's on any job I've ever had. I've always been very confident of my ability to do the job and do the job well. And when you're trying to come at me sideways, talking something crazy, I'm like, no, I have to stop you and put you in your place because you're not being truthful. And you don't know what you're talking about. So we had that exchange. So, but he came in tonight, and thing is, every time when I know he only relieves me on Friday nights and Monday nights, and every time that he comes in, I get to feeling sick. I don't know what it is. I get to feeling sick, and then tonight, as soon as he walked in the door, I didn't feel good. My stomach hurt because I knew you were gonna bring some. And I think I having some kind of anxiety because I'm tired of bawling you out. 'Cause like I said, I'm a good person. I just don't mess with me. And so he came in with his usual stuff, but I played I played nice tonight because I just wanted to get out of there because not that I was tired. I just was tired of being at work, and it's like I haven't left in the last 48 hours. So um, I did that, and we said our goodbyes, and I was out of there, and so it was good. But I worked. I was telling my coworkers today, and the clients that I serve, I said that this is my last shift for 2013. I will see y'all on 2014 in 2014. So and that's I don't go back to work till Friday, but they're always calling me to work extra shifts, and I'm like I don't really don't have time for that. Not this week. It's New Year's. Not that I'm doing anything. Tomorrow, we are. Hopefully, Nikki and I will be doing a look back to 2013 show, bringing in the new year. I guess we'll be bringing in the new year on her time because she's an hour ahead of us. But directly after that, I want to use some of the audio. That'll be on Blog Talk Radio. If you look for the 5 by 5 on Blog Talk Radio, that's where we host our live show because I haven't figured out the Spreaker system yet. They need to work on that. And so, and so we're working on that in 2014. That is coming. Nikki and I will be doing Real Talk with David and Nikki, hopefully live all the way on Spreaker. But for right now, we're still hosting on Blog Talk Radio for the live portion of our show. But Real Talk is on iHeartRadio. So if you guys want to listen or catch old episodes, past episodes, you can always, of course, check it out here on Spreaker.com, or now check it out on iHeartRadio. And you always can check the blog at recycleblogtalk.blogspot.com. And thank you. I meant to say this the other day. I don't know where you guys are coming from, but I'm very appreciative of everybody who's checking out the show, who's following the show. I think it's up to 507, and it doesn't seem like a much to some people, but that's a lot to me because I didn't expect to. Dude, this was just a hobby for me, and it's fun. It's still a hobby for me, and I didn't expect it to be, decent. When I listened out, I was getting some audio together for tomorrow's show. Like I said, the Blog Talk Radio show is going to be at 10:30 Central Standard Time, and then right after that, probably right at New Year's at 12 o'clock, I will be on Spreaker doing our look back show on Spreaker for all my Spreaker people. And like I said, I never thought that I'd be doing this still. We started back in May or March of last year. Well, this year of 2013, and still doing it, still going strong, and I'm happy. But you can check for old episodes on recycleblogtalk.blogspot.com. The name will be changing. I didn't want to change it. I changed it once, and I've had that blog long before I even started to do a podcast, and I was still living in Atlanta, and I'm still here, and so the blog's going to change to reflect the show, which I guess is branding. I've been reading stuff, so branding is key if you want many people to see you, and it helps with search engines and stuff like that. So it will be going. The blog will be going to some form of the 5 by 5 depending on what's available. So hopefully we can get the 5 by 5 completely on blogspot.com. But like I said, 507 followers. Thank you guys so much. You're appreciated, and always my supporters of the show. Of course, we have High Five Radio in in the chat room right now. So if you want to chat with us, come in. We had a fun show the other night, and I was kind of tipsy, and maybe I'll be tipsy on New Year's. Who knows? I am going to buy me some wine though. I'm not doing anything. I think I'm past the age where I want to go out and party for New Year's. That's for the kids. If there was a cute house party that I was invited to, I would go, but none of my friends that really live here in this city. I have friends that are old friends that we really don't hang out, but all my friends are in Atlanta. It would have been nice. I had considered going to Atlanta for New Year's, but I think I'm gonna go at the end of January and see my friends. So on my AT aliens, David's coming back for about a week or two. I have a lot of PTO, so I'm gonna be taking a lot of time off in 2014. But again, thank you guys following us. But you know what? It doesn't reflect on the Facebook page. So you guys who follow us here at the 5 by 5 on Spreaker, just hop over facebook.com/the 5 by 5, completely written out or typed out, spelled out, however you want to say it, and click like. Please like our page to get that up and going, because there's always updates. There's different stuff on the Facebook page. I might put an article about something else that's not even has anything to do with our show. But check us out. We appreciate it if you give us a like. And one more announcement, then we'll get on with the get on. I said September, on January the 9th at 10 o'clock. You guys know, if you follow the show and listen to the show, I do another show with a group of guys, two other co-hosts called The Crew, and this from Off Limit Show. We have Donovan and also Ken from the Ken Boggle Talk Show, and check out both of those guys' shows. They're awesome. We do a collaborative show together called The Crew, where it's just three of us gay guys kind of being catty at times, being serious at other times. You can go to thecrewshow.net and check us out and see our bios, see our pictures, see our blogs, and see past shows. But we're also on Spreaker.com. If you look for the Crew Show live, or the Crew Show, check us out. But September, what is something going to happen in September? I've said that twice. I know why I said it, because let me get it out. Seth Fornia will be joining us on January the 9th at 10 o'clock on the Crew Show live, and we're going to chat with him. If you don't know who Seth Fornia is, you need to Google this person or go to sethfornia.blogspot.com. Gorgeous, red-haired, muscle go-go boy, now Cult Studio Group model, such a sweet guy. I was really shocked when I asked him to do the show, because sometimes some people get a little bit of celebrity, they say no, and the same thing and I get starstruck really easy. I lived in Atlanta for a long time, and I've seen a ton of stars, and I still got a little starstruck. But in Atlanta, it's not cool to get all crazy about it unless you're a teenage girl. But anyhow, so Seth Fornia will be joining us for our panel discussion. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I know we're definitely talking about Coven. Coven will be one of our topics when Seth is with us. But Google Seth Fornia, go to his blog. He's so handsome, but he's just so down to earth, and he's smart. He is from an educational background. He's a chemist, so chemist turned go-go boy turned cult man model, and he has red hair. Who knew? So I bet you didn't think Santa was the only one that could wear red, huh? Check this man out. You won't believe it. But so January the 9th at 10 o'clock, check out The Crew, and also go to The Crew Show on Facebook as well, and give us a like there, and follow the show. We talk about some really good topics. We have a really good time. Donovan and Ken both are extremely great individuals, and we have fun with it, and we're enjoying it. So we're going to do bigger and better things in the future as well. Today's show, I was looking around because I was going to talk about some of my old True Story Tuesday shows, which involved a coworker that I don't like. I was telling you about earlier, but I'm like, I'm gonna save that for tomorrow's show because we're doing a look back show. So check out me tomorrow, either at Blog Talk Radio or afterwards around 12 o'clock on here on Spreaker. It'll be a Real Talk with Day and Nikki show where we'll play clips from some past shows that I like. We had a bully show, we had a hair show, we had a Trayvon Martin show. I'm gonna use some of those, and we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. And I'll talk about my past True Story Tuesday shows. Remember when I used to do True Story Tuesday on Blog Talk Radio? They were hilarious. But hopefully I'll be able to get those together. But we're going to have a show one way or another tomorrow. But tonight we're talking about accents. And I've tried for years and years and years, to some success, to lose this kind of Southern accent that I had. This Midwest Southern accent, if that makes sense. I call it Hickerbilly because where I am, I'm in Southern Indiana, and we border Illinois and Kentucky, and we're right in the toe. And you get all these mix of accents and dialects and the way people say things. A lot of times it's regional, sometimes it's local. But as this quiz, it's a quiz, and I'll tell you about the quiz when we come back, that you take that determines where your accent comes from or where you live according to how you say things. So I thought that would be fun to do tonight. And also we're going to come back and start off with talking about Robin Roberts, from Good Morning America, and also there is an article that I just happened to see on Instinct's website about a guy who was masturbating at a bar, and the funny story is going to be pretty interesting to find out what exactly happened. So when we come back, we'll share those stories, and then we'll start the accent quiz. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm David from the 5x5, and we'll be right back.
Do you think you know just who you are, driving around chasing money in a man-made car? Do you ever think about it? Don't you think it's bizarre? You're in the Milky Way, floating around in the stars. It's like who, what, when, where, why am I? And all this time we've been just a speck in the sky. It's like a cosmic joke that can make you laugh. Your whole existence is the sum of the cosmic math. Well, if you woke up this morning, then it's a good day. If you woke up healthy, it's a good day. If you woke up refreshed, then it's a good day. So get up, get out, get on your way. If you woke up broke, it's still a good day. If you woke up diseased, it's still a good day. If you woke up exhausted, still a good day, because you woke up, so get on your way. Now if you have some today, then give some away, cause what you give will come back on another day. Not in the same form, and just so you know, what you reap is what you will eventually sow. Like if you rise to the top, you'll have to come back down to find your feet firmly planted back on the ground. And if you live by the gun, you might die by one, because it only takes one shot to blot out the sun. Now if you woke up this morning, it's a good day. If you woke up healthy, it's a good day. If you woke up refreshed, then it's a good day. So get up, get out, get on your way. If you woke up broke, it's still a good day. And if you woke up diseased, it's still a good day. And if you woke up exhausted, still a good day, because you woke up, so get on your way. Now when the lights go out for good, how will you turn them back on? Did you create yourself in a physical form? Did you breathe the breath of life into your lungs and make your heart beat since before you were one? Did you take 2 cells and make them 4, then turn 4 into 8 and make 8 million more? Did you realize one day that you were alive and forget that one day you would eventually die? Well, if you woke up this morning, then it's a good day. And if you
I actually like that song. That should be like a morning show song. If you woke up, it's still a good day. If you woke up sick, it's still a good day. That's true. That's going to be a testament for my 2014. If I can wake up and I'm feeling okay, just to wake and I'm feeling bad, I mean, or have a headache, I have headaches a lot, blood pressure, I won't go to the doctor. Um, or I just don't want to go to work or having problems in my family life or personal life. If I wake up, it's still a good day because a lot of people didn't wake up and not able to have those problems that we seem to go through. So that's going to be one of my. I'm going to stop saying New Year resolution. It's going to be a New Year solution to some of the things that I went through in 2013. But we're back. And we was talking about we're going to do the accent quiz here in a little bit. But first, I want to say kudos to Robin Roberts. Robin Roberts from Good Morning America. She had talk about having a tough year. Girlfriend had a tough year. She was sick with cancer, and she had to have her sister actually gave her, I think it was a bone marrow plant, and she's been cancer free for several, excuse me, several. I'm sorry, that's so rude. I'm eating Cool Ranch Doritos and what's left of my cookies that I got for Christmas that everybody ate up. I'm so unhappy about that. Um, and a Sprite. So if I make a little belch or burp or something, I do apologize. But no, Robin Roberts came out. I think she's one of the people that you see on TV, and to be a woman of color, because on a major news source like Good Morning America, she has so much grace and poise. She's absolutely gorgeous, and she's statuesque and all that kind of good stuff. She, not that she came out and declared her sexuality, from what the article that I read, she it's not like she was hiding anything. She had never spoken publicly about her relationship, and what she wrote on her Facebook page a couple days ago, she said, "At this moment, I am at peace and filled with joy and gratitude. I am grateful to God, my doctors and nurses, for my restored good health. I am grateful for my sister, Sally Ann, for being my donor and giving me the gift of life. I am grateful for my entire family, my longtime girlfriend, Amber, and friends as we prepare to celebrate a glorious new year together." And talk about a gracious post. And we spoke to, if you remember, we talked about the crew. We spoke to Jason Dotley on the crew about a month ago, and I asked him, what do you think about celebrities who choose to stay in the closet or come out of the closet and things of that nature? And he's like, well, to each his own. But he kind of leaned on the side of, I think you do an in-service or an injustice, a disservice to the gay community when you stay closed mouth. But then my turn on it too. But he was open to whatever is ultimately is your choice. But my take on it was, I think everybody in their own time and in their own way. I don't think there's a game plan, even if you are a celebrity, that you have to make a statement or a declaration of your sexuality to anyone, even if that's what the majority thinks you should do. I don't necessarily believe that. And and so she came out on, "Hey Donovan, how are you doing tonight? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in and visiting me. I seen you on. I was trying to do this. I didn't want to be up forever, so I sent you a little Facebook message. I hope you're doing good." That's my boy from the crew, Donovan from the Off Limit Show that I'm talking to. He's in the chat room with us right now. And also her girlfriend, which they're saying, Amber Lane, I guess is her name. She's a licensed massage therapist from San Francisco, the Bay Area, and she and Robert met through a mutual friends and have been together for 10 years. So it's not like she started dating this chick, you know, 2 months ago. They've been in a long going, obviously loving relationship, very very long time. That's one thing about lesbians; they'll get together and they'll stick it out. They will stick it out. That's what lesbians. They're together for life because I have a family member that's a lesbian, and she's been with her girlfriend forever. Thing is, she had a whole bunch of little relationships before she found this one, which I don't particularly care for this one, but it's her love, it's her boo, and she and she's been with her for a very long time. It's probably longer than Robin Robertson, her girlfriend, but um, I think it's very nice um, to see Robin coming out and expressing, gratitude for her obviously long-term partner, um, Amber Lane, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Um, and who else is with us? The Mahalia show. Hey, Mahalia, what's up, girl? Nice to see you in the chat room. Ma- Malia? No, it's the Malia show. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Don't hate me if I am. Um, I am from the Midwest. I'm gonna ask her how she pronounce uh, her name. Happy New Year! Thank you for coming in the show. And another person that I didn't know, and I caught this on um, the new Next Now website. They do a lot of RuPaul Drag Race stuff, which I haven't watched in several seasons because I got over it after the Atlanta people stopped showing. Well, after Raven from Atlanta got on there and lost, which I didn't like her anyhow. I stopped watching it and plus I watched it last year with the full season with Manila Luzon and the one Shangela. Shangela, that's the year I watched the full thing. Anyhow, so I don't watch a lot of football. I do know this. Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers, who shut out, this is my Butch moment, who shut out, um, oh, maybe not so Butch because I forget the Chicago Bears yesterday, to be in the playoffs yesterday, to be in the Super Bowl, but I guess maybe to get to the Super Bowl or something. I don't know. I don't watch football. But I know the Green Bay Packers won yesterday. um, let's see. Mahalia Sai. Malia. All right. Malia like in Aaliyah. Back, forth and forth. Remember Aaliyah? She's dead. But no. Hey Malia, what's up, girl? Hopefully that makes sense. There's no A in Malia. All right, Malia. Thanks, girl. But like I said, I don't watch football, but the Green Bay Packers did beat Chicago yesterday, Chicago Bears. But this guy, Aaron Rodgers, I guess he's the star quarterback or something. And supposedly, um, he is being outed by his ex-boyfriend. And this ex, his name is Kevin, and I can't pronounce this child's name either. Lanflizzy, or something like. And they're always together. They're at these sporting events together. They're at these award shows together. Even this guy, he's like a color commentator. He's even Instagram or tweeted the pic of wearing Aaron Rodgers' Super Bowl ring. So I'm like, oh. So I was reading the article, and it says Aaron Rodgers, the star quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, has just returned to the field after 8 weeks out with a broken collarbone. But now rumors are circulating that the Super Bowl MVP is secretly gay and on the verge of being outed by an angry boyfriend. Remember last year when there was mumblings around, like there was like about several NFL players that were all going to come out together and be unified. Well, he was one of the ones that was supposed to come out, and when he didn't, this guy Kevin Lanflizzy, whatever his name is, uh, he was really really mad because he wanted him to come out, but that never come to fruition. um and none of these football stars ever came out, and so I still said it wrong. Still wrong. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I feel so bad. Malia. Like the president's daughter? I'm curious, but I want to know. But anyhow, sorry. Um, let's see. The website Fame Driven is the one that uncovered the series of photos and tweets from this Kevin guy, and he is actually Roger's personal assistant, and they are roommates. Try that one. And then the emails or the tweets kind of suggest that they are more than just roommates. So the Green Bay Packer, Aaron Rodgers, he's not only packing the football, he's packing somebody else. Wink, wink. And anyhow, so when I read these little tweets or whatever, it didn't. I didn't see anything in it that would kind of make you think that he was doing something um, with Aaron Rodgers, even though they are roommates and stuff like that. Because I used to tell people, grown ups don't have sleepovers, and grown men don't have roommates. It's either your brother or your lover. Catch it. And so he says the first one says my roommate, he's speaking of Aaron Rodgers. My roommate, 9 days later, my sister. Everyone needs to calm the hell down. Then the next one says, so I probably look better, smell better, speak better, and have extra money in my pocket. Damn, I'd probably fall back in love with me too. See, he's doing too much. Bitter much. And he's probably one of these queens that I cannot stand that think they're entitled to be a bitch, because they might have a little money. Just because you have money and you have a little bit of attitude doesn't give you the rank of bitch. Trust. And so the other one says, all the time spent on us is now spent on me, which means I have more time to exercise, read, write, dream, and save. Go digger. And then it says, I wish you would learn to love people and use things. I wish you would learn to love people and use things, not the other way around. So I guess he's saying use people and love things. And then somebody sends him a tweet and says, at Kevin Loveleasy, whatever his name is, you're an amazing God. God will bring the right half to your us. So, see, he's doing way too much. Even if this man is gay or whatever, you're doing too much. I'm not one about outing somebody out, outing someone, but, whatever. Girl, slow down. you know. But regardless, Aaron has attended numerous sports award shows with Kevin, always in color coordinated and without any double female dates. Kevin was also the first person Aaron embraced when the Packers won the Super Bowl in 2011. See, I'm gonna have to go back and look at some of this stuff. Then I'll be able to tell you if they're screwing or not, because I got that kind of discernment. Anyhow, enough of those. Yeah, it is very, very cold here. It's going to get down to 23, I believe. Oh, everybody, I want guys to go to the Malia show. I know it's wrong. And she says, check out her latest show. It's sort of about how to say her name. And I looked it up. It's the Mahalia show on Spreaker.com. So check her out. She says, please stalk me, follow me, whatever you call it. I need 100 followers by the end of the year to get my 2 friends to sing live. Please help. P.S. I would love to DJ for your show. Malia, if you play Beyonce and Janet and stuff, we might have to talk. But Malia right there has 94 followers, so she just needs 6 more, and I just followed her, so she just needs 6 more. Let's see. Uh, so we talked about Robin, and we talked about who else did we talk about? We talked about Aaron Rodgers. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a break. We're gonna jump in the chat room and talk to, I guess, Mahalia Jackson, whatever her name is. We're going to get it right. And my boy Donovan from the Off Limit Show. We're going to chat a bit. And then we'll be right back. I can't talk tonight. Oh, well.
Imagine a world where bullying isn't considered a normal part of childhood.
A world where I'm not afraid to go to school.
To speak out.
To be myself.
A world where I'm not afraid to be caught alone.
Come on, punk.
We have the power to stop the bullying. Speak out.
Speak up.
Educate.
Find out what to look for and how you can make a difference at bullying.org.
Bullying is not kids being kids.
It's not about good homes or bad homes.
It's not a normal part of growing up. I shouldn't be afraid to get on the school bus.
To turn on my computer.
Message. Or walk to my locker. Did you know that a bully will stop his or her behavior in 10 seconds when their peers speak up?
Use your voice.
Hey, leave him alone.
We have the power to stop bullying.
Find out more at bullying.org.
Bullying.org.
Where you're not alone.
And you're not alone.
Where you're not alone.
Y'all know that song will go on for 5 hours, and nobody has time for her to be falling in love with pieces and stuff like that. Nobody got time for that. Really funny thing. Do you guys remember Sweet Brown that had the I don't have time for that, or anybody got time? And they made a little remix out of it. I just happened to come across a quartet version of that song. It's absolutely hilarious. But they said the Sweet Brown was on Cheaters now. Like, she does some kind of commentary. I haven't seen her. I don't watch Cheaters anymore, even though Cheaters was hilarious. One time, this, I don't know if it's true or not. I was at a club in Atlanta, and there was another club down the street, because there's clubs all over the place on Peachtree, and somebody said they were filming in down the street, and there was a lot of commotion going on, but it could have just been grandpa. Wait a minute, it could have been a shot or something. But anyhow, welcome to the show, to Grandpa Al Kruska. And Donovan's in here with us. Ken Boggle made it to the show from Ken Boggle Talk, one of my other boys from the Crew Show. And Mahalia Jackson is in the show with us as well. And she's going to get mad at me, but it's all in love, baby. It's all in love. Don't get mad. and sing us a song, Mahalia, because we like you. Uh, I read an article earlier tonight, and anytime someone talks about masturbation, I have to read it. I don't know what it is. It's like it's a magnet. So if there's any kids listening to the show, do not listen. This is about adult stuff. But if you're the parent, your damn kid needs to be in bed. Anyhow, there it was an article, another Instinct magazine article that I was reading. Um, the title of the article was "Man on Meth Fends Off Cops and a Taser While Masturbating." So supposedly, well, I'll just read it to you. So let me, let's see. 37-year-old Oregon man named Andrew Frey was apparently feeling no pain during a recent meth-fueled weekend in which he publicly masturbated in a bar and didn't even flinch as police tasered him twice. I mean, seriously? Authorities, authorities were able to track it to Sunday afternoon, where Frey, after refusing to pay a locksmith he called to his home, went to a local shopping center where an employee escorted him off the property. Frey then went to Iggy's Bar and Grill, took a seat, and then exposed himself to a bartender. I wonder if it was a gay bar. Police said. Then he allegedly started to pleasure himself. Police were called to the scene, and Frey moved to the bathroom where he continued to touch himself. A deputy officer attempted to arrest him a few times and even used a taser multiple times, but it had no effect on Frey, police said. I mean, he was serious about his business. Tasered twice. I mean, was it that serious? And what if all that commotion's going on? I don't got time for all that. Um, and, and you know what? Oh, I'm not gonna tell you guys. It's something really naughty, but I'm not gonna tell you guys that tonight. But yeah, he was doing too many things. So I didn't. Does meth give you, the Viagra thing that staying powered so you can get shocked by electricity and it's not a head killer or anything? That's slang, y'all. If you don't know that's slang. Um, I was wondering. So, but my thing is, I've been to plenty of bars. I won't mention no names, but it's the name of a bird where I've seen all kind of stuff going on. Ain't nobody tasering them. I've seen out and out sex in bars. But anyhow, I just had to share that with you guys because I thought that was a really interesting um, article. But I guess I've prolonged it long enough. I talk all the time about how bad I think my accent is. And if you go to www.youthink.com, there's an quiz that's called "Which American Accent Do You Have?" And so I thought I would take the quiz and see if I'm a hickerbilly or just Southern or just hick. And I'm sure it's all kind of fake or anything, but it's fine. So the first part of this quiz. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your pencils and paper if you want to take this test along with me. I won't be able to give you answers because I don't know what the ending, how they're going to use the results. But anyhow, number one says, if you say the word thought, does it rhyme with lot? So I just said thought and lot, so I'm going to say yes because to me they rhyme. Number two, how do you usually say the words Don, which is D-O-N, and Dawn, which is D-A-W-N? Do you say them the same or do you say them differently? I say them the same. People used to get on me all the time because I would always say doll. I would never say doll. Here in the last couple of years I start saying doll, but I used to say dow. That's a baby doll. And they were like, "Oh my God, you're so country. Why are you saying doll?" I'm like, "That's because that's how it's said. That's how it's pronounced." They're not like say doll, David. I'm like, "Oh, okay. I'll lose that because I think it's kind of country." And so my doll and dow, like dow soap. So I finally was able to shake that and use doll. Anyhow, the number three is, how would you say hock? H-O-C-K, as in cock, and hawk. Same, different, same-ish, very similar, but not quite the same. Hawk and hawk, I say them different, so that's going to be different. Number four, what about collar and caller? How do you say them? I say those differently, not the same. Number five was, when you say on, does it rhyme with lawn or John or both? To me, to me, it's on, lawn, and John all rhyme the same. So you gives you an option of lawn, John, on, lawn, John, all rhyme with each other. Number six, the three words Mary as in a female's name, Mary as in Merry Christmas, and Mary as in stand at the altar. How do you say them? I say all three differently. I say Mary, Mary alike, but Mary is different. I think I pretty much say them all the same. That's kind of country. Do you guys say stuff differently like that? I don't know. Maybe I think I do. We'll finish the question when we come back.
Hi, I'm Charlie. I fight fires and I save lives.
My name's Renee. I'm a cardiologist. I save lives.
My name's Anthony. I'm an EMT. I save lives.
You don't have to be a professional to save a life. Firefighters, doctors, and others save lives. You can too. Don't wait. To learn more about the warning signs and how you can help prevent suicide, visit save.org. In a crisis, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK.
Super. Ooh. Can you please pour me a handle? Now hit the sirens on the rocks.
Growing up, I was confused, like the cars up over my head. Confused, I tap my fingers and then wind up dead. My mom and dad, they wouldn't listen when I realized I'm a hero and I'm on a mission. Living that life, I'm considered a myth. Rockin' body sober after drinking a fifth. I'm topping man balloons and then shaking the fist. Pulling bad guys over with the flick of my wrist. Till my rhyme's so hot, MCs are melting. 537 degrees Kelvin, that's 264 degrees Celsius. Don't ask me what the fuck the Fahrenheit equivalent is. But I need a superhero partner. Team up and battle crime like Crest Battle Starter. Now we fight crime while we drop rhymes. Ladies form lines while we say what we say. Superheroes, every city has a real. Like the streets of Gotham City at Batman. We're on the call any time of day. Making man scientists aching like clay. Last line of defense to stop calamity. When it matters, we're like Holmes and Hannity. Doing that shit you only see in movies. And rocking that after party with groupies. Yo, let me introduce the man who has my back in the pins. Bad karate skills and slap the black off the ninjas. You ready?
Yeah.
I'ma pass this shit.
What? And it goes like this.
Yeah.
Thursday night hitter, they call me Balboa. Teeth gritting bitch, tapping back door blower. Master of plays, I got a statue of bronze. You be rolling like Chachi, I'll be fucking like Bond. No, Mrs. C, I wanna eat your pie. The MILF hunter tapped that action last night, cause I use Coors Light to get a bitch right. 6-pack later, I'll be laying some pipe. I'm really hard, but not made of steel. I asked Ray Riley if the boobies were real. Yeah, I dig that.
What the internet's believing?
A master of big.
What's your base for jail?
Superheroes, every city has a real. Like the streets of Gotham City have Batman. We're on the call any time of day. We make a mad scientist aching like clay. Last line of defense to stop calamity. When it matters, we're like Holmes and Hannity. Doing that shit you only see in movies. And rocking that after party with groupies. Criminals be coming out at night like the Wolfman. I'ma make it right cause I am the solution. Cleaning up the town like there was pollution. Cause I know how to fight and I know kung fu. And heart of a lion and the dragons too. And I got bare arms like the Constitution.
Superheroes, big boots.
Superheroes, every city has a real. Like the streets of Gotham City have Batman. We're on the call any time of day. We make a mad scientist aching like clay. Last line of defense to stop calamity. When it matters, we're like Holmes and Hannity. Doing that shit you only see in movies. And rocking that after party with groupies. Cause super cuties and superhero booties. And we don't disappoint when we hear the Call of Duty. You can't shoot me if you can't see me. You must be crazy like Gary Busey. So when the bass starts hitting your face, you better fly. Travel through time like Marty McFly. I'm a superhero. I fly and I shoot. Hitting that dance floor in my funky boots.
Mix it, bring it, now roll it over, baste it. Superheroes, yeah.
Superheroes, every city has a real. Like the streets of Gotham City have Batman. We're on the call any time of day. We make a mad scientist aching like clay. Last line of defense to stop calamity. When it matters, we're like Holmes and Hannity. Doing that shit you only see in movies. And rocking that after party with groupies.
I used to play that all the time. I used to do a Fanboy Weekly show, which is coming back. It is coming back on Blog Talk Radio, and I did a little bit on Spreaker, I think. There's a show for it, but there's like one episode in there because all my favorite shows are coming back from the winter hiatus, Christmas hiatus, I guess you'd say. And Teen Wolf starts back next week. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., all my little geeky shows that are coming back, and then of course Coven. And if you listen to the show, if you missed the first part of the show, like I told you guys, the crew, myself, Donovan from Off Limits, and Ken Boggle from Ken Boggle Talk Show, we're going to be interviewing Seth Fornia on January the 9th at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll be talking to him about what makes redheads, well, him in particular, so hot, and also we'll be talking about Coven. So Ken, you need to brush up on your Coven knowledge, because we'll be talking a lot of Coven with Seth Forney, because he absolutely loves the show. Thank you guys for listening. We are sitting here having a 5x5 late night show, and my boys are in the chat room from the crew. We have Mahalia Jackson, Grandpa Karuska has stopped by. He says he's going to be away for a little bit, so we're going to miss him because he is always so funny. But we were finishing up our what kind of American accent do you have quiz. We ended up with ended on number 6, so we're going to start with number 7. What vowel sound do you use in the beginning of the word horrible? I say horrible with the same O as in horse, or as in hot or stop. I say horrible as horse. Number 8, the words tent, T-E-N-T, and T-I-N-T, tent. How do you typically say them? When you're typically talking, I say them the same. Number 9, do you say the words heel, H-E-E-L, or hill, H-I-L-L, alike or not? I say them alike. Do you say words like bath, pass, and staff with the same vowel as bat, pack, and trap? Yes, I do. Same. 11. Do you say about and mouth with the same vowel sound as loud and down? I think they're relatively the same. Number 12. Do you say right and price with the same vowel sound as ride and prize? Long I, yes. Let's see. 13. How do you say the first A in pasta? Same A as in Matt or cat, or same A as in father? So I think I probably say same A as in father. Pasta, father. Yeah, but I mean, do people say pasta? Pasta? Do they say that? uh, I don't know. Do people say pasta? I would be really, really mad if I heard somebody say, "Can I have some pasta?" I would be mad at them. I would hate them for 5 minutes. 14. If you say bag, does it rhyme with vague? No. And if I hear somebody say bag as, but see, that's B-E-G, so I think it's a little off. But if you say bag, does it rhyme with vague? No. 15. You say I. Does it ever sound anything remotely like ah? Huh. This is here. Well, I'll give you the choices. A lot, only when I'm not thinking about it. Sometimes with a few words, or never. I think I say it sometimes with a few words. I haven't really shook that part of my Southern Indiana accent, which I don't think we really have one. But I think I picked that up in Georgia one of there because talk about Southern, but this is kind of a sexy Southern. They don't sound ignorant, and I'm gonna say that. No, I'm not gonna say it because people in Tennessee would get mad at me because I'm not gonna say it. Number 16. How do you say the double O in roof? Do you say it like foot or food? I say it like food. Of course, the fat boy would say roof like food, not roof or foot. Yeah, I say roof. And the last one is, if you say bother, does it rhyme with father? Of course it does. What I was going to say is the area I live in, and I've said this for years. Like we call it a tri-state, and it borders, like I said, Illinois to the east and Kentucky to the south. And once you cross over the because here, this is how what I've always thought. This area, I don't think there's an accent. I don't think we have an accent that's particularly for this region. I guess when you live here, you don't notice it because you live here. But I've been to a lot of places, and I think I sound, at least I think I sound, like people all over. And the one thing about living in Atlanta. The one thing when I lived in Atlanta, when I first moved there, I was shocked at the accent because there are several different accents you have. Because Atlanta, there are the true people that are from Atlanta. They was raised there, they was born there, they have family roots there. Then there's everybody else that has moved into Atlanta, so you get a lot of different accents there. And but from the natives, and that's the black natives and the white natives. The white natives sound like Paula Deen, but the black natives, and I'm black and about as black as they come. I love my brothers and sisters that are natives to Atlanta, but I'm sorry, I had to get my car fixed one time, and I felt so bad because I know it came off real stank, and I'm not that kind of person. This guy, he was telling me what was wrong with my car, and he's talking, and I'm looking at him like, what in the hell are you saying? And it was like a total foreign language. And then I had to get the Korean owner, mind you, the Korean owner of the company. It was like a little Jiffy Lube or something that I took my car to have them service it or whatever. And I went up there, and I had to get her to translate for the native black Atlantan because it was so And black people, we have our own kind of talk. I can go there sometime. I say girl and snap and pop, and then gay people, we have our own language as well too. But there's something about that native kind of ethnic, if I'm going to say that correctly, ethnic Atlantan that is, but it's fine. It's totally fine because after being there a year or so, it all makes I could understand it, but before I couldn't, and I felt so bad, and I wanted to apologize to him, but then he just looked at me like he thought I was some bougie ass Negro that of course I'm not. Like what they say on Real House of Atlanta, Bougetto. I'm more Bougetto than anything, but he I don't think he liked that too much, but here, once you cross the Ohio River into Kentucky, it goes from no accent at all that's noticeable to a complete utter hickerbilly. Now, if you don't know what a hickerbilly is, that's a hick and a hillbilly mixed together. That's hickerbilly. And once you go into this little town right outside, I can get into Kentucky faster than I can get to work. Once you cross over into the Ohio River into Kentucky, it gets bad, and you think, what did just happen? You like, did I just walk into a scene from Deliverance? Because that's how they talk. Now the teeth are fine, but they just talk. I guess it's better than West Virginia. Remember that one scene from To Wong Fu when I guess it was Wesley Snipes and with Vita, what was John Leguizamo's character, Chi Chi and Noxzema? They got stopped by Sean Penn's brother, who was Sheriff Dollard, and he says, "What do you ladies think you are?" And Noxzema says, "West Virginia," because they didn't have any teeth. And it was really country. So, but that's how I feel when I go over to Kentucky. This part of Kentucky, I'm not talking about your part of Kentucky. I'm talking about this part of Kentucky where it sounds really, really hickerbilly-ish. But when we come back, we're going to give the results, and then we're going to wrap up for tonight.
Exercise is hard. So is maintaining a healthy diet. Of course, neither is half as hard as dying. Sadly, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke kill nearly 1 million people a year. Even sadder, most of these deaths are preventable with a few lifestyle changes, including regular activity, healthier eating, and not smoking. Talk to your doctor about your risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And if your doctor recommends lifestyle changes or medication, listen. The reason so many die is because not enough are willing to change. You can stop it, starting right now. It's your life. Listen to your doctor. Eat better. Get moving. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES. A message from the American Diabetes Association.
We gon' have a good night. Good night. Tell your boys good night. Good night. Tell your boys good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
I really should have played that song for the last song to tell you guys good night, but I don't think that that's what she's talking about. She's thinking she's gonna have a good wink wink night with this guy or something. Slut. Anyhow, we just finished the What American Accent quiz. Do you have quiz? And I'm gonna click the button and see what my results are. Okay, it says, which American accent do you have? Neutral. You're not Northern, Southern, or Western. You're just plain American. Your national identity is more important than your local identity because you don't really have a local identity. You might be from the region in the map, which is defined by this kind of accent, but you could easily not be. Or maybe you just moved around a lot growing up. I've always said this. This area doesn't have an accent, so it kind of encompasses it goes all the way it's very midwestern, this accent. It looks like it goes from Kansas City, Missouri, and it spans that part of Missouri through St. Louis, the just about the all of Indiana and Illinois and Ohio, and just kind of goes through there. So I believe that because I have a friend that lives in Dayton, Ohio, and then of course all my friends that live here, and then I have friends in St. Louis that we all kind of sound the same. But except when you go to Kentucky, I know one time as a kid we went to I went to Nashville, and the people there, they were really they was really I wouldn't say concerned, but they was like, "Where are you guys from? You sound like movie stars." I'm like, "What? Excuse me?" We were at the well. Here's the thing: don't take black kids from the city, which this is one of the major cities in Indiana. Don't take black kids from the city. I was in a program called Upper Bound, by the way. I'm gonna say it again. Don't take black kids from the city, an urban area, mind you, to Conway Twitty City in Nashville, Tennessee. We're not about that. That wasn't cute. It wasn't educational. We were bored, and we had mad attitude. But of course, what teenager doesn't? But people were coming up to us in Conway Twitty City Museum. I think they had like wax music. It was kind of interesting, I guess, because they had these little wax figures of Dolly Parton and Conway Twitty, of course, and Elvis Presley and all these other people. But 5 minutes, okay, I'm good. I've seen this. I'm done. And but they wanted to know where we were from because they thought our accents were so formal. I'm like, well, no, we're from Indiana. It's not all that. And they said, well, you guys just sound so different. But I think they have a decent, I would say, a decent Southern accent. Once you get further south, it gets, and I like the accent in Savannah. Of course, that's where Paula Deen is, and all her slaves and stuff that she uses at weddings. They have that there. The accent is really, I think it's just really natural, and it doesn't sound like ignorant. But accents, I like a man with an accent, even if it's a country accent. I do like that. English accents I absolutely love. And some, you know what? I have a friend, and it's really, if she heard me say this, she would absolutely die. She's from Jamaica. And then I have another friend that's from Barbados. And then I have a guy friend that's from St. Croix. There's all the United States Territory Islands. And they all have different accents. And it's so funny because they make different food the way. But I think I like the Bayesian accent. That's where Rihanna's from. Then the Jamaican and the accent from St. Croix. I think, but the Bayesian is my favorite. It's my favorite. Actually, on one of Beyonce's songs, there is, I think she's from Jamaica, but she sounds Bayesian. The accent on the song called Flawless, which is the full version of Bow Down by Beyonce. I think it's like track number 13. I can't pronounce her name, Namadachi Humachi or something like that, and she does like a speaking part in it, and it's kind of a political feminist rant, but it sounds really good for the song. But I like that type of accent. So if you don't have the Beyonce album, you need to go out and buy it soon. But thank you guys for listening to me tonight. Like Erica David said in Good Night, I am going to bed because I'm very tired, and I have to take care of my nephew tomorrow. And he has big plans for Uncle David, and I have news for him. I'm gonna sit him in front of the PlayStation, and I'm going to bed because I have to take my mother to dialysis, of course. And but I'm not doing a lot tomorrow. He thinks we're gonna go Pokemon card shopping, and I don't gotta catch them all. Trust and believe that. But anyhow, thank you guys for joining me. Donovan, Ken, Malia. I'm going to get your name right, sweetie. I'm sorry. Grandpa Kruska and everybody else who's listening here on the 5x5 Late Show. Thank you so much. We will be back tomorrow. Nikki and I, like I said, we'll be back on tomorrow at 10:30 on Blog Talk Radio, and then right after the Blog Talk Radio show, I'll be on Spreaker with a throwback show with by Donovan, a throwback show with clips from all the shows, or not all, some of the shows that I like from 2013 from the 5x5. Thank you guys. The 5x5 Late Night will be back in 2014, so possibly on Thursday, maybe on Friday. Not sure yet. Don't forget to check out thecruiseshow.net or the Cruise Show here on Spreaker.com, and also check me out on iHeart. Check out the Facebook page, all that good stuff. Just type in the 5x5. Hopefully you'll be able to find us just about anywhere now. Then don't forget January 9th at 10 o'clock, the Cruise Show will be interviewing hot ginger model Seth Fornia. I think that's it. So good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. My name is David. This is the 5x5, and we're 5x5.
Yeah, be cool, just move with the groove. No funk in here, the beat way too smooth. Yeah, let's just do what we came to do. Just vibe with it, vibe with it, vibe with it. Be cool, just move with the groove. Let's go. No funk in here, the beat way too smooth. Let's just do what we came to do. Just vibe with it, vibe with it. Unleash the verbal blessing, coated thick with herbal lessons. So kick back, chill, relax, and learn a lesson. No 9mm, no heaters, a Smith the Wesson. You'll find this rhyme secure without question. This time, let's vibe one time without weapons and groove through the music in the smooth session. This time, let's vibe one time without weapons and the beat to me like zap through a tree. It's in me. The rap happens to set me free. Instantly when the mic touch this MC. Without the mic, this MC feel empty. I'm telling y'all, it's the lyrical recipe, lyrical ecstasy. Hearing no less from me, I accept and expect no less than the best. And inject intellect without disrespect. Come on, be cool, just move with the groove. No funk in here, the beat way too smooth. Let's just do what we came to do. Just vibe, yeah, vibe, yeah. Let's just do what we came to do. Just vibe with it. It's like an epidemic, pop star gimmick. Hit it, get it, then realize that you in it and you're finished. Whole dream diminished. See, I play the season, y'all have a scrimmage. I spit with reason, y'all hip the image. But I believe the dream has no limits. I believe that's the whole reason we live it. But they don't get it, they like it's not right, is it? No visit, hip hop here to stay, no shizit. We gonna get it, new improved music, move and groove with it. Choose who you get with. I smack rap back like this do hoes. My flow hard like dick, get the skimpy clothes on individuals when anything goes. I play a pick 'em like eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Check us out on Facebook at The 5x5 or tweet us at The 5x5 or go to Recycle Blog Talk for past shows. Thanks for tuning in.